Rizzo. I am the RTI math teacher at the elementary school during the school year. And what you may not know is over the summer, I am the chief lifeguard here at Grafton Lake State Park. And today I wanted to teach you guys a little bit about water safety and why it's super important to be careful whenever you're around water. We're here at First Aid right now on the lifeguard station. If you ever go to a beach or facility with your family, this is the first place you want to see and find so that you know if you ever need anything or if you get lost, this is where you want to go first. And the lifeguards are always going to be here to help you. So on a normal day, this beach could be packed. Fortunately today it's a little chilly, so it's just us. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about being safe in the water. Here at Grafton, it's really nice because you can gradually walk out, and many lakes are like that, where we have the sand where you can start at your feet and continue deeper, and it's just a couple steps at a time. No matter if you're a strong swimmer or not, anything can happen in the water, so it's very important to keep in mind you don't want to go any deeper than where your arms are. So if I were to walk out in the water, which I'm not going to do today, I would want to stop once I would feel the water on my armpits, because at that point I know I'm always going to be safe. My head can always be above the water, I can stand up, and I can still have fun jumping and diving in the water. Whenever you're in the water also, it's important that you're always with a friend, whether it's a family member, a parent, or another buddy with you. You always want to swim with a pair and make sure you have your eyes on each other. Days like today, it's also really important to think about the weather. It's pretty windy and chilly here, so if I were going in the water, I would want to feel it out first. If it's too cold, you don't want to stay in there long. Even over the summer, some days it can get really chilly. We don't want to stay in the water too long. Sometimes we'll start shaking or our lips will get purple, and that's a really good reminder that it's probably time to get out of the water and warm up. On other days, the sun's shining and it's beautiful outside. It's really important to remember your sunscreen. We don't want to get a sunburn, and it's also important to know, even when you have your sunscreen on, if you're playing in the water, that sunscreen can come off. So you have to come out probably every hour or so to put on some more sunscreen to make sure we don't get that sunburn. Whenever you're swimming at a lake or if there's a river and there's some point that you can maybe jump off, it's really important to know the water around it. So you don't want to jump off anywhere that's too shallow. Really, the safest place for you to ever jump off any diving boards or any elevated surfaces would be in a pool where you can see the bottom and you know there's no rocks there. This would not be a safe place for us to jump off. Also, if I wanted to go into the water here, that's not in a nice sanded area, you should always wear water shoes. A lot of times, not only are there slippery rocks, but there also can be fish hooks. And we definitely don't want to get any fish hooks in our feet while we're walking around in the water. While I'm talking a lot about lakes so far, it's also important for us to talk about pool safety. We don't have a pool here in Grafton, but Hoosick Falls, a lot of the Y's, there's tons of pools that you can go and use over the summer or even during the year. Whenever you're at a pool, we do not want to be running on the pool decks.
At pools, there also are a lot of diving boards that you can use. Be careful to know that where the diving boards are, it's very deep in that water. And also sometimes the pools can be busy and you want to make sure there's no one in front of the diving board area before you jump off.
It's also really important to remember that if you're ever in a river that there's going to be currents. Even here in the Hudson, it doesn't look like there's a strong current or there are any waves, but there's actually a really, really strong current that can. Another important aspect of water safety is boat safety. Whenever we want to go out on a boat, it's really important that we have our life jacket on. Whenever you have your life jacket on, you want to tighten it as tight as you feel comfortable. And when you pull on the tops, it shouldn't go past your ears, but you should have a little bit of wiggle room. So it should move between your shoulders and the bottom of your ears, never going past though. It's important when we're in our boat that we stay seated. Boats can be very shaky, and so if we're up and moving a lot, it could be easier for us to flip our boat, which we would not want. But you also need to be aware that if that does happen, as long as you have your life jacket on, you will be nice and safe. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video. I miss you all, and if I don't get to see you for the rest of the school year, I hope we can open up Grafton this summer and come on down to the beach, come to the lifeguard stand, and say hi. Miss you all. Bye, guys.